All right, guys. What's up, everyone, and welcome back here. It's April 28th. It's a Wednesday. So you know what that means. Congress is going to be getting busy today. We'll talk about that in a little bit. And yeah, what else? April 28th. It's 9 a.m. here, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we got another 29 minutes before the market opens. Honestly, it's a pretty chill pre-market. There's not a lot going on. I did two or three trades on ADMA, two scratches actually. I basically bought and sold right away, and then one little bit more of a dip trade here. Yeah, that's pretty much all we had going on. I did miss this, front side move here. I gotta say I was watching it the whole time, but I never ended up pulling the trigger on any of the moves. I'm not even really sure why. At the time, it was still, not really above 20%. Typically, you guys know I'm looking for tickers over 40%. So I don't know, when I saw it, I think I just wasn't convinced yet. So, yeah, I don't know. It's not so important. Luckily, the one trade I did do on it, we are green on. Up 120 bucks on ADMA, but yeah, I mean it's light out there right now. Ooh, see our TD popping up, big sell volume. Not really too interesting either. Let me see if this has any news. Untamed photographer. What? Wildlife photography. NFT collaboration. Announces strategic investment in Untamed photographer, NFT collaboration, and vocal community and challenge sponsorships. Okay. Still looks like not enough to really get the needle moving on a ticker like this. It's a bit of an interesting zone right around $5. $5, $4.50 and $5.50 are always interesting spots. You can see here 4.5 roughly, big resistance. I don't know. What I do notice here on ADMA is actually we have a higher low coming in right now. It's actually looking kind of interesting, I gotta say. So let's pull up ADMA quickly here. I think I need to refresh this. I'm not sure when the last time. So yeah, let me see. I'll just leave that for now. ADMA USA Biotech, 71 million flow, 240 million market cap. Interesting stats. I mean, that's kind of going in the right direction. Receives FDA approval for increased IVIG production scale. FDA's approval are always good catalysts. The market caps, it's under 500 million. That's nice. The float is high, but we've been seeing some pretty decent moves on tickers with over 100 million float, which is not in our wheelhouse, but it's okay. It's really the fact that we're not seeing any gappers over 20%. I'm typically looking for gappers over 40% pre-market as like my bare minimum. Obviously, right now we're the small cap market's a bit of in a dry spell, so kind of get what you can take. But I'm not super stoked with what we're seeing. AKTX, kind of a similar looking ticker at first. 21 million float, 94 million market cap, UK biotech, also with FDA fast track or FDA news. This one a fast track designation. Nice little spike higher here, but really failing to hold its highs at the moment. So right now pulling all the way back down here, 2.5, some support there. Oh boy, yeah, slow day out here. So I don't know. I think what I want to be doing right now is just keeping an eye on probably both these tickers, AKTX and ADMA, and then play by ear and see if we get a little bit more momentum at the open. Infinity was just wondering about AKTX. The long-term chart on this ticker is quite rough, but we're no major surprise. We do see rough charts like this quite often on tickers. in this area. So we do have some good support here. We even have bigger support roughly around 220. That's worth acknowledging. But I think this 2.5 zone is quite interesting. Even right here at like 2.65, we have some pretty decent support. You can kind of see here we're teetering on this area. It looks like we just cracked it, heading lower. So I don't know. This is going to be a pretty decent sell-off if we continue going down. I'm not sure if I'd be dip trading this one. I think right now our best shot is probably ADMA, but again, it's kind of rough. The next point of resistance, if we break 2.4, is going to be around $3. So, you know, if we do break 2.4, that might be a great place to start getting aggressive for a front side move, and then either buying pullbacks or maybe even buying breakouts, because the way the ADMA has been moving is, you know, the breakouts are very strong. The pullbacks seem not to be necessarily the best, except right here. But once, you know, it breaks out, it doesn't even really pull back that much until it's more or less over. It seems like the breakouts are very quick. So, and the pullbacks are a little bit sketchy. Here's a pullback, not really, you know, having continuation. Probably would have got chopped out here. It's a little bit shaky, but well, we'll see. Michael says, I'm just going to sit back and watch the market bleed. We see that, Aaron, really quickly. The approval will also allow the company to expand its manufacturing plant's total processing capacity to an anticipated top throughput of up to 600 liters from 400,000 liters. It expects to generate more than $300,000 in peak revenue as a result, it said. Yeah, it's not the craziest kind of catalyst in terms of, you know, wow, that's so much. And technically, even this ticker, you know, going up 18%, what it did now is a pretty big move for this kind of news. There's more that goes into this kind of news. I mean, it's a stamp of acknowledgement, stamp of approval, stamp of sustainability. So there's more behind it than just the $300,000. But usually, you know, we're looking for news that's a little bit more significant, something like a big collaboration with like a small company collaborating like with Amazon or the government or something like that. Those tend to do really good, sometimes really strong earnings. Collaboration, partnership news, FDA approval on a drug, things like that are a little bit better. Expanding manufacturing process, you know, it's okay. I mean, it is making it the best gapper pre-market right now. So, you know, there's that. Oh yeah, and I think Christopher, the bullish market is really what it really is a little bit of Dogecoin. Honestly, let's actually pull that up really quickly here. Let's actually go ahead and trader view, pull that up. There it is. Massive bounce off the lows. Another big day, 137%. Who here is holding Doge? I never got long with Dogecoin, to be honest. I had never, you know, joined the hype behind it, but heck, what a rally, you know, almost reaching 50 cents. Just unimaginable, I think, when this started. Insane return on this one. Here is a 0.05, could have been a time to accumulate. Yeah, wow. Big Hustleman says Big Dodge since 0.007 007. Heck, then I guess it's going all right over there. MVIS being called out as well. This is a ticker that we were trading Monday. Nice move for sure. Definitely getting some volume in here. This was a toughie for me to trade, and I think I had struggled on this one on Monday. Monday I was getting thrown around. I was like getting thrown around a lot yesterday as well, and then we kind of wrapped it up a little bit, you know. Right around, I think we stopped around like 10:15, and then we had a nice little push here. So, you know, as long as we start seeing tickers run, I don't mind streaming longer, but this, at this point, was looking done, and then I wrapped up the stream. I'm not even sure if I would have, you know, traded this at all. I was kind of already done. We did some, you know, quick trades on this one before. I missed the nice breakout here we discussed. I got a nice little pullback here, or a dip trade. You know, we were all able to walk away with MVIS, some nice profits. I think I made like 400 or 450 on it. But we had that huge loser. I forgot the ticker name. So Monday was a red day for me. This was a really good late day runner as well. Finding some big support. 22 is kind of a significant zone here. Pulling back to that, had a nice little bounce off of it again. No, I have not heard of that, Emmanuel. Christopher says, my brother got lucky with it, bought some just for a meme. Ended up making it killing. Now I hate him. Oh, that's so bad. So if you go down here on MVIS just a little bit, we can kind of dive down what our thoughts were on Monday. USA Scientific and Technical Instruments Company, 145 million float, 2 billion market cap. You can see that's a little bit different now at $3.2 billion market cap. Float probably roughly the same. These are shares outstanding. MVIS was a Wall Street bet ticker. It was being promoted quite a bit in the forum, the Reddit forum. Talking about Reddit, we actually had it open right now. I was kind of going through it this morning, seeing what kind of ridiculous stuff they're up to today. But you know, a lot of talk on tickers that, you know, MindMed that we were trading yesterday, GameStop constantly appearing again and again. I can't get over how bullish they are on GameStop. To me, that's just constantly surprising. Let's pull it up. Consolidating now. Trying to move higher. Let's quickly see if we can find any more news on MVIS, anything new that popped up. I actually didn't check out MVIS today yet. So announces completion of its long-range LiDAR sensor, a sample hardware and development platform. LiDAR took a big hit when Elon Musk came out very bearish against LiDAR, saying it's unnecessary for autonomous driving. Announced that it has completed development of its a sample hardware and development platform. differentiated high-performance LiDAR sensors has the potential to advance autonomous driving and active safety systems beyond current sensors. So basically saying that they have one of the best out there. Let's go back to this ticker, MVIS. The run up of 200% was already really, really strong. We've traded this ticker many, many times in the past. My problem with this ticker, I mean, it's gone way more than 30x. Usually, I'm not really trading tickers anymore in these ranges, but anything with big volume right now, I mean, is worth looking at because we're just not getting a lot of stuff. So, you know, with a fairly dry market, there's not a lot going around. So you kind of get what you can get. We are getting a bit of a bounce here. It, you know, could easily be a dead cat bounce. This was a really, really strong sell-off here. So I think it's worth being a little bit cautious. We have bigger support roughly below 17.5. I mean, another dip like this would easily put us down there. That was a 38% sell-off. Around 15.5, even 15, there's bigger support as well. Yeah, maybe we're going to have a quick move here back to 23 or 24. That's about a 10% move, but huge resistance then again at 25. So we'll see what happens. I mean, right now it's still running, but you know, I'm not blown away about trading this one either. It's not in my wheelhouse either. So I feel like if I was trading MVIS, I would be reaching a little bit. I mean, I'm not against trading it, but you know, it's not my go-to, and it's not making me super excited. So that's the only thing. But yeah, David, you're right. It does have news today, so that's really nice. Let's quickly run through the news here. I think the main thing we kind of want to be talking about today is Congress. So there's a joint session here in the Congress. Let's go ahead and put it in our post. Again, if you guys are curious or watching this on playback, there's a pin comment below. You can get access to the watch list. Everything's always totally free. And then, you know, you can see the news articles if you're curious. I always post the links there as well, just in case you want to kind of watch, quickly see what everything was about. So Saturday, Eastern time, 9 p.m. It's pretty late. Obviously, this is going to be a big topic here, or the $1.9 trillion Corona relief package. We'll be talking about the unveiled American Families Plan. That's basically giving, redirecting taxes, really, what you want to be saying, doing a lot of taxation on the extra rich people. And the capital gains tax has been a lot in discussion as well. He was dropping a few things from the inheritance tax and so on that were originally discussed. But I think the push for the capital gains tax is a big one. So that's going to be really, really, that's going to be an intense one to follow for sure. Definitely worth going through, and I will leave that link again in the post. So we're kind of seeing this pop up again and again on multiple news outlets. So this is definitely the big story that's going to be taking place today. In a prime time address to Congress on Wednesday, President Biden plans to lay out a $1.8 trillion proposal that includes new spending on child care, education, and paid leave, and extension of some tax breaks. We actually talked about a lot of this yesterday, including $80 billion to bolster the IRS. We were talking yesterday how The IRS right now is totally understaffed, and basically every $1 that's invested into the IRS can give back north of $400, or was it $500? It was quite high. It was several $100s. Basically, by doing more audits, you catch more people that are cheating on their taxes, which you get that money back and you get fines and stuff like that. So that's how it generates more money. So it looks like Biden wants to, help it get from understaffed to adequately staffed, it looks like. So we're seeing this really across the board here. The federal for minimum wage for federal contractors to $15, again, something we talked about yesterday. So nothing really super new, I would say, going on today. I think a lot of focus is going to be on that. I don't think it's going to be affecting any market open trading. So that's probably good. Overall, SPY right now, more or less neutral, slightly higher. Google Trends actually is they have a really sweet thing here. If you go to their main Google Trends homepage and you scroll down a little bit and you want to click on any sort of featured things. For example, today I clicked on join the session of Congress. You can see the top search queries here, where the most interest is popping up. I really do like how they're breaking this down. The top 5 searches here that is going to be coming up on the joint session of Congress here is unemployment, followed by wages, then healthcare, which seems to be switching back and forth, immigration and abortion. So it's kind of interesting, especially, if you're somebody like Biden or you work in government, this will really allow you to kind of see, okay, well, these are trending things. I'm sure they have their own ways of figuring that out, but I guess, to somebody with lacking additional resources or, don't have their own, search queries or something like that, I really like what Google's doing here. It's quite interesting. So I'm going to be keeping this open. Nice little 2% move there on MVIS. We got another 6.5 minutes till the market open. Again, common collected here. Yesterday, I was a little bit more excited for the market open because we had that 1,000% gapper, which was also a reverse split. Yeah, I don't know. We just had a little bit more action yesterday, and it was, leading up to the market open was kind of exciting. Also, we had the MNMD. Let's actually quickly look at that one. Also, on the daily chart, they migrated over the data on MNMD from MMEDF, so you can kind of see here a little bit more in the past what this one looked like, which I really am happy they did. This one had a huge sell-off. I gotta say, I was really kind of shocked at the sell-off on this one. I was not expecting, the market open was just brutal on MNMD. But then again, actually it did end up breaking the 4, which I was not really expecting. I thought we were going to have such big support off of 4. At first, this was justified, but then we did crack here. We did come right back above it. But the sell-offs on MND are just so high. It looks like a lot of people were accumulating MNMD, and then they were dumping basically into the uplist. So anytime the stock, tried to rally higher, people would just start dumping. You just felt the amount of selling pressure was just insane. The dip buyers were insane too. I was one of them, but oftentimes I was just buying into a falling knife because MMD just sold off so hard. So right now it's really, really curling into a little bit more support. If you guys want to see where I talk about MMD a little bit more in detail, watch yesterday's live stream. It's all timestamped in the video description below, so you can kind of zoom through it a little quicker. But yeah, this is a really, really hot ticker in kind of a new industry right now, in terms of an industry that has public companies. I think this is the first, and we have a second one looking to uplist, or not uplist, IPO, and then potentially a third that we discussed yesterday as well. So really, really new market here. If we break 4, I'm going to put alert here. If we break 4, I would probably consider swing trading this one. If you guys saw earlier, I sold some CLOV, so we could be freeing up a little bit of capital for a swing trade. And I think MNMD might be a really, really fun swing trade as long as you're accumulating this one on some lows. And I think if we break 4 here, I probably would consider it. I mean, this would be from the highs, it would be a 60% sell-off, so that would be a very significant sell-off. $3 is massive support. I'm not even really sure if we're going to get down there, but you know, if we do, I feel like it would almost be crazy not to go long it to some extent, even if it's just a dead cat bounce. ADMA making some moves here, so I'm going to be getting ready here for the market open. I got ADMA on my chart. Put auto send on. Time force day. 2,000 shares ready to go. Another 3 minutes before the market opens. Dang, Roshan. Hopefully everything's okay over there. Honestly, Aaron, I don't think too much. I think right now it's getting a lot more exposure. That's really what it is. That's why I feel like buying in these kind of absurd areas is just a little bit not worth it unless you're day trading. But I really think $4 is big time support. I'm not sure how much lower from $4 we're going to go. That's why I'm thinking anything under 4 might be a great swing trade accumulation zone. Oh yeah. Thanks, 007. I do always forget that. Customize. P&L open. Let's go ahead and add that. Anything else I need to do? No, I think everything else is looking good. Sweet, guys. Oh, another 2 minutes here before the market opens. ADMAs are ripping these last 2 minutes. I want to see a break of 2-4. I think we might really get that. Michael says, you know, the market is slow and Ross isn't streaming. Ross is I think he's still streaming to his what is that, like private users or whatever they're called, warrior traders. Well, the open on ADMA, I don't know, we'll see. I'm not sure how aggressive I'm going to get right at the open, but you know, lead gapper here, it is over 20%, so that's nice. We'll see. BABA for a long could also be really nice. That's one of those classic tickers that, you know, probably just worth accumulating every time it dips a little bit. Another minute before the market opens. Quick little recap. USA Biotech, ADMA, 71 million float. Definitely the lead gapper today by like double. AKTX might be the second one, but you know, it's not looking so hot. 240 million market cap, so it's definitely something we are interested in. Small cap receives FDA approval for increased IVIG production scale, which, you know, isn't the most insane news, but I think there's a lot of desperate people looking to trade something. So right now, ADMA is definitely that. All right, guys, another 9 seconds here before the market opens. Good luck, everyone. MNMD, second lead gapper. Big 5-minute support here. Doesn't even have time to pull back. Nice big move there. There's the break of 245. This is what we were talking about pre-market. Next possible room to run till 3. So right now we're on the front side again. All hive day. I'm usually not trading right away. watching on my second screen. There goes MNMD. Another big sell-off here on this ticker. Again, if we start breaking 4, I might jump on this one. This one actually has quite a decent amount of volume. RIBT as well from yesterday. Jumping on our scanners. RIBT had a really nice front side move yesterday in the morning. Also worth paying attention to. ADMA holding this area 2-4 quite well. So if you look at the 5-minute charts, it looks like this is the the start of the second leg. First leg was about a 30% rally, then we pulled back about 8%, and now we're already up around 10%. Definitely a choppy start. A little bit of a sell-off here. The overall markets are selling off as well, just slightly, but nothing really, anything too noticeable. There's the big break, ADMA, back above that critical kind of 242 zone. Pre-market all-time highs at 243. Nice continuation there. This is the big support zone right now. Lead gapper, $78 million volume, 933. For some reason, it already feels much later than that. New minutes starting soon. Still a lot of selling pressure here though. Possible small size here, 24. Uh, 230, 238, possibly 239. Might even crack 238. Dip trading's been really tough lately, so I'm not trying to get super aggressive with dip trading. Buyers coming in now, it's good to see. Getting that fall through, I don't think I would have got filled there though. Let me see if there's anything else popping. Watching ADMA on my second screen. RIBD, a little bit slow here, but nice freaking open though, for sure. 14%. ADMA is a little bit slow here on this bounce. I probably would have closed out for that, maybe for a quick 1% profit. but nothing really too exciting. Still kind of slow. Thanks, Dope Sandwich. Appreciate it, man. Happy to hear that. MVIS being called out. Yeah, good move there for sure. Possible upside till about 2.4. Still watching this one. I think it could be interesting. Go along with maybe 200 shares for now. ADMA is looking a little rough. Possible fill here on MVIS. Small size. One more size there on that one. First pullback entry here for me. First major pullback on MVIS. That's why I'm getting aggressive here. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't be getting so aggressive. But actually, I'm not really getting too aggressive in terms of entry. Kind of being patient here. Overall, I think this is a decent setup. Good call out for sure. Remember, we got a big engulfing candle to the left on the daily. So that's definitely something you want to keep in mind. Possible break there at 23 with upside to 24, possibly 25. ADMA just had a nice breakout there. So far, MVIS is holding. Taking some profit here. But I'm looking for that move in the next minute or so on a break of 23. I'm not sure if we're going to get it, but that's kind of what I'm waiting for. Just closed half the size. No, it's looking a little weak, but trying to stay optimistic here. Just got to follow the price action though. Watching ADMA on the second screen. So I might close this one for a small scratch. We made about 60 bucks and now I'm down about 60 bucks. So it might be a scratch here overall. But technically it could be a great spot here for a rebound. Could even be an average down for another move higher. New minute about to start. I'm gonna go one more size here. ADMA just had quite a rejection, so that's the only thing I'm keeping in mind. ADMA bouncing off of critical support right now. Slow mover still. I'm gonna put a sell order in here just in case. Slow, slow, slow. I wouldn't be surprised if this was another red candle coming up here. Oftentimes, once you see a bigger red candle, it's followed by at least a second little test lower to see what kind of support it is. So I made a bit of profit here on MVIS, but I gave it back by not being able to close my second size. Luckily, I did take some profits off the table, which is really reducing the damage on this one, so that's good. But, you know, it's a little bit unfortunate we didn't get this fall through on MVIS. You know, there was potential, but it was very short-lived. Yeah, now it's selling off here, so I could have, should have, would have probably cut my losses quicker. I didn't really expect this amount of sell-off, but hey, you know, we're in a market right now where, you know, it's not that strong, so you have to be kind of quick on cutting losses for sure. And I probably just didn't do it quick enough here, but you know, still small size overall, very, very small size, but percentage-wise, you know, pretty decent little loss. ADMA at VWAP. MVIS coming up to a pretty nice double bottom here. Possible peak sell. Still holding on to MVIS. Kind of a slow mover here, but you know, got to be careful. This is a lot of sell volume. Right now we're at a pretty nice double bottom. This is an engulfing candle from yesterday. So I was already pretty bearish on this ticker, but I do think that we had that upside till about 2.4, 2.5. That was kind of my thesis here. Unfortunately, that didn't work out. Still holding on to this one. Slow, slow, slow mover for sure. Bit of a hammer candle there. That's good to see. I'm just kind of browsing on my second screen looking for other tickers, but there's not a lot of action here right now. I wonder if ADMA is going to perform a little bit nicer at one point. I'm not crazy about it at the moment, which is a little unfortunate, but I never really was super crazy about it. Still watching MVIS. Right now, it did approach a critical double bottom. Closing that one out, MVIS took about, I don't know, about $200 loss overall on that one. Yeah, 230 MVIS down, and then I'm up on ADMA, so small red day so far. Slow action out here. ADMA is still our lead gapper, but it's unfortunate because it's only up 26% right now, so it's dry. I'm gonna keep looking. I'm still a little hopeful, but at the same time, you know, today's one of those days where if I was on my like no streaming holiday, I probably would have already stopped trading. So you know, it's been light. Last week when I was not streaming, I did so little trading, which I gotta say was the perfect timing because the market was so slow. Nice move there on OCGN. Great call out, guys. Good action there. Yikes. Yikes, direct offering news as well. Got to be careful on that. It's not looking too good. I'm not sure if it's going to have a significant breakout here on such light volume with direct offering pending. Really good pullback there. That was a perfect pullback. Nice breakout. I'd just be very careful here at this point. Let's check out CLOV. I see it being called out. Yeah, nice move higher there on CLOV. Back in action, this ticker. 8% day today. Really good to see that kind of action. I think CLOV could be really coming off the lows. The only problem with this ticker, it's lacking a lot of volume today. Quarterly results coming out. Actually, what I want to do is I want to box CLOV in a little bit here, see if we can see and learn anything about how high this one ends up going. I have a really hard time trading these mid caps, specifically the pullbacks. Possible entry though around 10, but oftentimes the pullbacks are always way more ferocious than you'd expect on a ticker like this. 3% move on ADMA. ADMA could be back in play. 5-minute setup there, not looking too bad. I'm gonna watch CLOV here, see if it breaks 10. ADMA definitely back in play. Possibly breaking new highs, possible run to 3, still watching ADMA. It's been a bit of a tricky one to trade. Check out the Discord, Tyler. We got a whole video on that. Under TD Ameritrade section. Good question though. RIBT from yesterday moving a little bit. What a flush on Boxel. ADMA just had a perfect double top at 252. I wonder if we're gonna get a little bit more follow through on it. Could be. JG moving here a little bit as well. Light volume, very light volume though. Big buyers there at 247 on ADMA. New minute starting now. Watch it. Let's see if 247 holds again. I guess it will. Let's see. Good little pop there for sure. Nice little 1.5% move. It's a little unfortunate that, you know, like a move like that is only 1.5%. You know, I missed the tickers that, you know, move like that would already be 5-6%. Nice bounce there on ADMA for sure. New high day, front side move on ADMA. Definitely a bigger sell-off though right away. Was not able to hold its highs at all. The decrease in volume is definitely a little bit of census suspicion. We have overall fading volume while the price is going up, so we have clear divergence there. Not really something you'd want to be seeing. This ticker is really struggling to break past 2.5 with some significance. $9.52. Yeah, Jonathan, I totally agree with that. By now, I'd usually be, you know, with pre-market included, I'd be like, you know, 15 trades deep. But I think I'm at like trade number 3 in slightly red. Just that's not a day that is super exciting. But, you know, yesterday was one of the first days we had some really big action again, so that was really good to see. ADMA technically at $170 million volume, you know, nothing crazy high, but also kind of good to see that. I think in May we're going to start seeing a lot of action come back. It's been a very long lull now. I think we're like on week number 5. But definitely all of April, and then I think it was like the last 1 or 2 even weeks of February, it started to get pretty lolly in the market. ADMA really trying hard for a breakout. I'd be careful here on RIBD. I have a hard time with these pullback moves when we're not on the proper front side. ADMA going for the gold, possibly breaking 254 here. Nice. That was the move everyone was waiting for. Very good breakout there. CLOV breaking higher. Yeah, Nick, it really does feel like it, huh? 650, 6,529, God forbid. Yeah, not much trading from my end right now. I'm just kind of just generally watching stuff, not really being too convinced. We do have a nice move here on CLOV. We did just have a nice move on ADMA. I didn't end up trading CLOV because I don't really like, I have really a bad time trading mid caps. But this, you know, if this was a small cap setup, I definitely would have went for that one. ADMA possible upside to at least 3, so I think ADMA is definitely worth watching. CLOV just had a little bit of a blow off top there. This was a tough area for us to break last time. I think we're just close to it. Last time we reached, what was this, 256 or so. It looks like we're just slightly above that. So CLOV definitely going to new highs here on anticipation, looks like, for earnings. It's actually kind of interesting. Watching ADMA, have a limit order at 252. Was thinking maybe it's going to have a quick pullback here at one point, but still crawling higher. I didn't get aggressive enough on ADMA, but for now, I'm just going to kind of sit and watch. Obviously, if I enter a trade, you guys will know. But for now, I'm just waiting. Yeah, Aaron, that's true. MNMD selling off again. If we break that critical $4 zone, I really, you know, we might have a little bit of a slip and slide. I'm not sure if we're going to go lower than yesterday. Yesterday is right now the engulfing candle, so that's the big question. ADMA, nice consistent crawl to the upside. Yeah, VXRT not doing too bad. Good volume today. Phase 1 COVID-19 trial. They will provide new data. It's the lack of any significant news. Yeah, I don't know. Aura, they just had a bit of a false breakout there. Very light volume on the daily with just an insane amount of back holders on JG. So those things would put me a little bit on edge with that ticker. Yeah, Aaron, that's sometimes the best part. Even sometimes when I have like a red day or a small green day, I'll sometimes feel really good because, you know, I avoided a lot of nasty stuff. watching ADMA. Could be a setup coming up. Oops, let me go back to that one. I thought it was on my main screen for a sec, but it wasn't. It was on my second. Esmail, we're actually out of CLOV. I actually closed that one. You guys saw it pre-market right here. A notification went off. I closed this ticker to this pre-market at a pretty bad time. I actually had a limit order out for this close for quite a long time. It didn't close extended hours because of the TD Ameritrade when they opened. So we ended up closing this one before the big run up. It was horrible. I've been getting so thrown around with my swing trades. I want to consolidate my swing trading to a few tickers that I'm more up to date with. I actually really like CLOV. Last time with this area though, we had a huge disaster. We were not able to hold our highs. So that's why I decided to close this one pretty much at break even. I don't know. I think it was a small win. I think I bought it at like 9.30. It was like 6 or something. Either I'm up or down about 2 cents a share on this one. But CLOV, this was big resistance coming in here. I was not sticking around. Unfortunately, I literally, after holding for so long, just like Playboy, I sell right before the day of the rally. But yeah, we are out of CLOV. I'm going to let this cash settle. I would like to buy back on CLOV, but I do think we could be getting better prices. Big resistance here, but knowing my luck lately with swing trading, this one's going to just have a rocket from here on out, just like Playboy. So I don't know. Obviously, do whatever you guys feel like is right, but for now, I'm trying to close out a few of my swing trades that have been just kind of consolidating. So it is what it is. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. So this time, unfortunately, it didn't work out. ADMA, just kind of watching this one here. I think we still have some opportunity here till 3. So let's see what we're going to squeeze out of it. No, Esmil, CLOV was the only one I've sold. That's the only ticker I've sold. My XL has been the second one I've been trying to sell. Unfortunately, we missed our sell order now several times, and the ticker is still just consolidating and dipping. So that's the only other one I have eyes on selling right now. You guys will know if I sell anything else. I was going to talk about my swing trades at the end of this video a little bit more, but there's that was the only big update. So that's the main update. Swings, IRA. Yeah, other than that, everything is still true. So here's my my swing trades at this moment in terms of my IRA account that we always review. So nothing else has changed. Yeah, John, probably not a bad idea. Man. I think ADMA definitely could dip a bit. I mean, it's been a pretty strong run here on a fairly slow-moving ticker. Do I think it's going to have a big flush? Not necessarily. This ticker has not flushed yet in the past, so I don't really see a big flush happening. Maybe a little bit more consolidation. maybe a little healthy pullbacks, but I don't see, like a 10% flush or something like that. I mean, even this giant pullback here, this was only 6%. And that was, in 2 phases. So I don't see a flush happening unless there was some sort of offering or some sort of news like that caught people off guard. $256 acting as big support right now. If we break 255, I would consider going long at 254 for a little bit of a trade here. A lot of sellers accumulating right there. 256. Oh, buyers coming in now. Just missed my entry there. Was a little bit too late, is what it is. Another slow day for me, man. This week has been very slow. Started with a red day, ended with a small green day yesterday, and then today, most likely a small red day again. So it's just a little bit of a scratch fest this week. This whole entire month, we're only up slightly. So a huge blow to the consistent uptrend we've been having for the last 6-7 months. But that's fine. April, May historically are slow periods, so it is what it is. To be honest, I haven't really been looking at too many of the meme stocks so much. AMC, I actually loved AMC, and we made a really good killing off of AMC in our swing portfolio. But day trading this ticker, I've been pretty relaxed on. I haven't really been jumping on this ticker so much. So I don't know. No major thoughts here. It is slightly uptrending, but I don't know. It's tough to say. Technically, it's in a short-term uptrend right here, and it just had a healthy pullback. Maybe room to run till 12.6 or something like that, but I don't know. I'm watching ADMA here, seeing if it, how much it's going to keep dipping. Hard to say. Just wish we had a little bit more action. I think something dangerous about a day like today is, if like right now I'm slightly red on the day, so I'm looking around thinking like, what is there to trade? But it's oftentimes the worst thing really to be doing. If there's not a clear move, then don't trade. So that's probably going to wrap it up here for me, which is a little bit unfortunate. You know, if I'm around a little bit later today, I probably would consider doing a little bit late trading, so afternoon trading, power hour trading. Lately, we've been seeing really mellow market opens and really flat pre-markets, but we've been seeing some really good moves, sometimes late morning, sometimes power hour from 3 to 4. So it probably would be worth scanning, seeing if there's a strong uptrend, and just milking that uptrend for like 15, 30 minutes, 45 minutes or so, however long it lasts, and then, wrapping up again. But, staring at a market like this where everything is barely moving is, it's sometimes a recipe for disaster. So, yeah, unfortunately, I'll probably be wrapping it up here. I am down 111 bucks so far today. So maybe we'll do a little bit more trading later. If I do, I'll be in the Discord, obviously. But MVIS, this ticker, we got skunked on a little bit. I actually, at first was green on it. Sold here, was looking for another little bit of a pop, didn't get it. Averaged down here a little bit, looking for the reversal, didn't happen, closed, and this ticker just kept on selling off. Actually, right now, a healthy little move higher here, so this ticker could be back in play. But my problem with this one is the fact that yesterday it's a huge engulfing candle. Typically, those kind of tickers don't perform that well. I do think we have some good upside to like 24. Maybe we're going to even see 20, like 25, but I don't know, maybe high 24s, but it has to break obviously 24 first. But that's why I'm thinking maybe we're going to even get a run at least to here, maybe a double top. But I've been let down by this ticker far too many times. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'll go ahead and trade this one. Slow stuff. And then ADMA, tried to trade this one pre-market a few times, and we did have a little bit of success on it. Unfortunately, I didn't get aggressive here. I think this was really our winner. We had one good pullback here, and I had my limit order ready to go, but I wasn't getting aggressive enough. So that was kind of a bit of my fault there. We did see kind of nasty sell-offs here when we were trying to break higher, so I wasn't really confident enough to be jumping on this ticker. But I think ADMA, this was the move of the day right here. I think this is where we could have really made a bit of money today. Everything else was kind of, very scalpy. This pullback actually right here was looking pretty good too. So this was probably the second really good opportunity. And maybe trading ADMA out of the gates, which is not my favorite thing to do on any ticker with TOS, but that probably could have been an option as well, because it did sell off slightly at first, but instantly there was a lot of support coming in. So that could have been, the three good moves of the day. Hard to say, but I think, in retrospect, that was, for me, based on my strategy, that would have been probably the way to go today. No major surprise. I mean, hindsight's 20/20, and in each of those moves, I already kind of had a feeling like this would probably be the good one, but today just wasn't my day, unfortunately, again. But it is what it is. Slow month, so ultimately, as a trader, you just survive until things pick up again. So that's really what we're doing here, is just kind of waiting for clean moves, and then we're going to get aggressive. So there's not really much to do besides wait it out, do research, maybe keep focusing on your investments. It's really actually a pretty calm time. It's kind of the time to relax. Once the market heats up, if it's good, I don't mind, doing a lot more trading and, stopping when the market stops. So till then, enjoy the off time, and don't over trade. Don't get stuck in an unnecessary hole for no reason. Power hour is 3 to 4. It's the last hour of the market open. Thanks, Gab. Appreciate that. Yeah, Jonathan, it's been a good trading session. I have yet to trade it, to be honest, but I keep checking it out the next day. Usually, if I was in the U.S. right now, I think I would be trading a lot more. But power hour is 9 to 10 p.m. local time for me, and that's too late. All right, guys, let's go ahead and wrap it up here. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Don't forget to drop a like on the way out. And if you haven't done so already, check out Trade Journal. We got a new shirt in today. Do you even journal? So it's gonna be my new gym shirt. We'll see. But anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you then first thing tomorrow morning. Like always, stay safe and make some awesome trades. Ciao, ciao, guys.